What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? We're here at the Hive. It's $2 Sports Talk Show. We're doing a remote here at the Hive at Booker T. Washington Hornet High School. It is the Booker T. Washington Hornets versus the East Central Cardinals. But hey, y'all know $2. We still got to do our show. What's going on, y'all?
Man, there's everything going down. College playoffs is set. Last month of regular season NFL. We got basketball. We got a whole bunch to talk about, bro.
Yeah, hey, you know how we do, man.
Yeah.
Hey, we got big news today. The head football coach for the Wausau Rams, he has left, and now he went to his alma mater, the Union Red Hawks. That's where he's at right now. He's at the Union Red Hawks. Now Coach Blankenship, who was retired, now he's back at Wausau High School. And then you had the Bixby Spartans, who wasn't supposed to win the championship, won the championship again. High school football in Tulsa, Oklahoma is in topsy-turvy. And here it is, the Muskogee Ruffers are looking for a new head coach also.
Really?
Yep. So the rumor is that Coach Hill from Muskogee might be going to Broken Arrow.
Whoa.
So it's all kinds of things that's going on with high school sports right now in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it is just crazy. But for Union to hire their first black head football coach, that's big, man. Yeah. That's big. Right along with what Wausau did last week.
Yes, it is phenomenal. And it's also precedent that in 2024, we are just now getting black head football coaches at the prestigious high schools in the area. Even though since 96, Tulsa County has won the state championship in football. And now we're starting to get head coaches.
Yeah, but hey, that's the way it is, though. So hey, that's the way it is. But hey, come out here right now to the Hive, to Booker T. Washington High School. The girls' game is just now starting between the East Central Cardinals and the Booker T. Washington High School Lady Hornets. So come out here to Booker T. Washington High School right now and come watch some good basketball, girls and boys. It's gonna be an exciting night. $2 is in the house.
Yo,
but hey, man, let's talk some sports, man.
Bet.
That's awesome. You had the college football playoff going on. And it's crazy. It's going, how everything is going. What's your say about what's going on in college football?
I like it. There's more teams an opportunity to get a shot at the title. It's not perfect, but it's better than the top four. Now, some college teams are getting home games in the playoffs, which has never been done before. Teams are getting byes. That's never been done before. So I just want to see how it's going to play out. We're going to get some really good matchups and some pretty good bowl games. So I'm looking forward to it. Now we won't have all that. Well, probably in the mediocre bowls, we'll get a lot of players not playing, getting ready for the combine and going to the league. But for the teams that are actually going or contending for a title, I think more of them players to buy in to play in these prestigious games.
Well, they ain't got no. It's all about the game, and you have so many things that's going on right now. You have the hardest bracket, which Oregon has one of the hardest brackets to get through,
and they're the number one seed.
And and they're the number one seed. That's what's so crazy about it.
Yes.
So you have this the way it pans out. First round, you got Clemson in Texas, Tennessee, Ohio State, SMU, Penn State, Indiana, Notre Dame. I don't have a problem with none of them teams being in there. I still think that it's a push for Indiana, but I'm still trying to figure out how Big Ten end up with 4 teams, not 2.
4.
Big Ten got 4 teams in the playoffs.
Oregon, Ohio State, Penn State, and Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got, and then so Notre Dame, I believe, this is my theory. Notre Dame need to be forced to be put in a conference.
In a power conference.
This independence of Notre Dame is getting old.
Yes.
They really ain't played nobody. They play the same teams every year, and they're 11-1. And because they independents, because the way they contract and everything is set up, they almost guaranteed if they just run the gauntlet of what they have, they guaranteed to get into the playoffs. So I think they need to do something about Notre Dame.
With a very lackluster, mediocre schedule. You know, you play with Navy, Army,
Stanford. USC is a tough one when they good.
Yeah, but they might play Michigan. But then they playing like Air Force and Appalachian State. Bro, it missed me with all that, bro. To me, Notre Dame need to play half of their schedule need to be top 20. If they're not playing top 20 teams, then I don't think they should really be in there. Because who have they played to give them recognition to say, oh, okay, y'all beat everybody y'all supposed to beat, but who did y'all beat that was ranked?
Nobody. So let's be truthful. Notre Dame should have been there. They're 11-1, so they're in there. But it's just crazy. You look at the bracket that Texas has. Texas, if they win, which I see Texas beating Clemson.
Yeah, I see that too.
Then they go through Arizona State. Whoop-de-doo. That ain't. I see Texas beating Arizona State
handily,
especially if Archie
plays. Yes.
So, and then you have Oregon, who has such a tough schedule that they got to do. Oregon, they play the winner out of Tennessee and Ohio State.
Yeah, both of them teams is tough.
Then they got to go and play the winner out of Texas, which that's who we think is going to be there.
Yeah.
In the semifinals. So, Matt, Oregon and Texas in semifinals. I know that's what we want, but Oregon, by being the overall number 1 seed,
should be an easier
path.
Should
not have that hard of a path
to get to the championship. Yes. If you didn't put in that kind of work, and you've been the number one seed and the number 1 team in the nation, like they have been, their road to the final should be a little bit easier.
I look at it. You got SMU, Penn State. Penn State got, if you look at it by team wise and division wise, Penn State has the easiest bracket.
Yes.
To get
to the finals,
to the semifinals.
Yes.
Because they got SMU first round, then they got Boise State second round. But I don't think Boise's final is going to be as big of a pushover as people think. I know earlier we was talking, and you were saying Boise State didn't impress you. They not all that. But when you got a running back like they do that nobody's been able to stop, they're going to be a difficult out. They only lost to Oregon at the beginning of the year by 3 points.
True.
And Oregon is the number 1 seed overall throughout this whole thing.
But when I looked at their offensive line, I think when they play them bigger Big Ten and bigger SEC teams, like if they play Tennessee or they play Texas or they play Georgia, those teams is going to be able to just really push them around, especially third and fourth quarter. I don't think them boys is going to handle that kind of beef and that kind of big, that the size is going to actually be a factor in those games. They played teams that they were bigger than, but they haven't played nobody like a Georgia, a Texas. They haven't seen a team like that. But that's my only thing.
But the point is, can they make it to the semifinals? Yes, because of who they play. Penn State, SMU. Neither one of them is some juggernauts. Neither
True.
one of them is a threat. Neither one of them scare you. Neither one of them put fear in you. Neither one of them make you say, Lord, I don't want to play. Neither one of them make you say, I quit. Neither one of them make you say, I give up, no mas, like Roberto Duran. Neither one of them can do that.
True.
Penn State can't throw the ball. They barely can throw the ball. They have a nice deep, but they can't throw the ball. SMU, I think Boise State can beat SMU.
But that's the game I'd rather want to see. I'd rather see. To me, I think SMU is going to beat Penn State. Just to be honest, SMU puts up almost 35 to 37 points a game as their average. I don't think Penn State is going to be able to stop Smith and Jennings. So I think SMU is going to handle Penn State pretty handily. So I want to see SMU against Boise. I think that's a very good matchup.
I think the Indiana or the Notre Dame game is going to be a pretty good one too. I think Indiana can hold their own against Notre Dame. I believe that Indiana is going to give Notre Dame all they can handle, and it's not like that. Notre Dame is the home team, but it's not like they traveling far away.
True, because they just right around the corner.
You got South Bend, Indiana. So they right next to each other.
Same state.
So it's not really a away game
for Indiana. No.
So
South Bend is in Indiana.
So I think it's gonna even that out.
Yes.
And I think it's gonna be a pretty good game. Notre Dame might get upset.
Yeah, because both of them is used to the environment, so it ain't gonna be no big shock for Indiana to play in the cold.
Yeah, and like I said, Texas, I think Texas is going to blow. I think Texas is going to beat Clemson by at least 2 or 3 touchdowns.
I'm saying about 20.
Clemson has not impressed me all season.
No.
There's nothing they done to impress me.
No.
There's nothing that they can do to impress me.
No.
And so I think Texas is going to win by at least 2 or 3 touchdowns against Clemson.
Bro, who do you think is a better quarterback for Texas? Do you think it's Manning or do you think it's Quinn?
I think right now with Quinn with the hurt ankle,
Manning should start.
Manning probably be a better choice, even though Ayers has the experience, he has all that. I just think because Manning has he has a stronger arm, he has more mobility, he can run the ball. I think it's a different threat that they're not looking for. And I think that will make a big difference with Texas. But unless Quentin Ewers come out there and just stink up the joint.
Yeah. You think he in there?
They might have a couple of plays for Manning, but Quentin is going to play this. He's going to wait it too long not to play this. Once again, this $2 Sports Talk Show. We're doing a remote here at Booker T. Washington High School at the Hive. It's the East Central Cardinals against the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Right now, the Lady Hornets and the Lady Cardinals are playing. Hey, get out here. It's not too late to come see some good basketball between the girls and the boys. Two of the top schools in basketball here in Tulsa. Come on out here at the Booker T. Washington High School and watch some good basketball on a Tuesday night. Now, the most interesting game on this is Tennessee, Ohio State.
Yes.
Ohio State has the most talent. I just don't trust Ohio State's quarterback.
Howard.
Yeah, that is my main thing about Ohio State is their quarterback. I do not trust Ohio State's quarterback.
To me, they're about what and what. I think that Tennessee is going to give Ohio State all they want. I think they're big enough down in the trenches to bang with them. If they want to play bully ball with Heupel at the helm, he's going to have some wrinkles in there that they haven't seen yet. So I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup. Do I think Ohio State going to win it? Maybe, but I think it's going to be nick and tuck the whole game.
I don't know. I think Tennessee. I think Tennessee is going to give Ohio State a better run for their money than they think. I think Ohio State has to come out and has to prove a point because of the showing that they had against Michigan.
Most definitely.
And so they're going to have to come out here and use the talent that they have, the athleticism that they have, the speed that they have, and they have just as much talent as Tennessee. But like I said, I trust Tennessee quarterback more than I trust
Howard
of Ohio State.
Yeah, Howard has then had some games where you was like, huh? But hopefully he'll wake up and he'll play like he's supposed to play. But I'm still thinking Tennessee gonna give them all what they want. So I think that's gonna be probably the best matchup out of the first round of the playoffs.
So who you got? You got Clemson, Texas. Who you got?
Texas.
All right, Tennessee, Ohio State. I got Texas also. Tennessee, Ohio State.
I got Tennessee.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Ohio State. I want to see Ohio State, Oregon rematch. SMU, Penn State. Who you got?
I got SMU.
I got Penn State. I think Penn State gonna pull it out. Indiana, Notre Dame.
Give me the Fighting Irish.
I'm going Indiana. I think it's gonna be an upset. I'm going Indiana, which was gonna end up Indiana, Georgia. I think
blowout.
I think Boise State is going to win their first round, their first game, whether they play SMU or Penn State. I think Boise State is going to win. I got Oregon over either Tennessee or Ohio State, whichever one people want to choose. And then I got Texas over Arizona State.
I don't know if Oregon gonna be able to handle who they got to play. Do they play? Oregon plays who?
Oregon play the winner out of Ohio State and Tennessee.
I think Tennessee would beat Oregon just because Tennessee is bigger in the offensive line. And they're going to oppose their will on Oregon. Oregon is a speed team. But I don't know where they play. Where do you know where that game is played at?
That's gonna be in Oregon. No. First round's home game. Second round's gonna be bowl games.
Right.
You got to. So they haven't said which bowl it is yet.
Okay, so it's gonna be somewhere warm. Because all those big bowl games are is it Florida, Arizona, or California?
Yeah. You got Florida, Arizona, California. You got the Rose Bowl, Sugar Bowl. Sugar
Bowl's in New Orleans. That's a closed dome.
So you got Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, Fiesta, and Rose.
Right. So the Orange is in Miami. The Sugar is in New Orleans. The Fiesta is in Arizona. And the Rose is in California. So all of them is warm weather climates. So we don't have to worry about weather. But them big boys, I think if they play ground and pound and make Oregon have to defend Tennessee down in them trenches, I just think Tennessee just got more horses down there than what Oregon has. So I think third and fourth quarter they'll start pulling away.
I don't know.
But this is what we want.
Yeah.
We don't want to have a team where we be like, oh, they just blowing everybody up. We know who's gonna win the national championship. We don't know this year.
I think the only one that we think we know is the Texas against Arizona State.
Yes.
That's one we think we know, but Arizona State has been playing some good ball.
Yes. Their running back is a load to bring down. He had almost 200 yards rushing against Iowa State. So I just want to see and then he was doing Heisman poses. So let's see if he gonna really show up and be that dude.
I don't know why he doing Heisman poses, dude. He ain't had no chance to win the Heisman.
But he was. Do you see him do the pose?
Speaking of Heisman,
yeah,
the four finalists. You got Jonte from Boise State. You got Cam from Miami. You got Travis Hunter from Colorado. And you got Dylan Gabriel from Oregon. If you was a pick, who would you pick?
Oh no,
I know what you're gonna say.
it's the undisputed heavyweight champ of the world, Travis Hunter. Giving me him all day, every day, and on Sundays. Give me that dude that's defending, playing 110 snaps a game, and is able to score 3 touchdowns and have an interception. Give me that guy.
Is Travis Hunter the legitimate winner because people choose him because he's the one that's been in publicity most? Or is it because of that? If Travis Hunter wasn't, say he was at Boise State and Jonte was at Colorado, would we be talking about Jonte
in the same light
as Hunter as being the Heisman peripheral favorite to win the Heisman Trophy over Hunter if Hunter was at Boise State, if it was swapped?
That is a excellent question. I don't know. That's something we can really argue about. But
this man has over 2,000 yards. He running the ball like crazy. He's averaging almost 150 plus yards
a game.
But he's at Boise State, so people say, well, look at the talent that he's doing it against. Do you think that's a big factor in it? The reason why? Because that's the same thing they said about Hunter and Shedeur. Look at the talent where they at when they're at Jackson State. Look at the talent that they're doing it against. Look at the talent. Can they do it when they come to big boys? Well, they proved it. When they came to Colorado, they were doing the same thing at Colorado. They were doing it at Jackson State.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're hearing about Jonte with Boise State. Can he do it against them? Every time he played them, can't nobody stop him. Or Oregon big boys, Oregon couldn't stop him. So every time he played big boys, can't nobody stop him. So
he got 2,400 yards. The record is Barry Sanders with 26. But I think Barry did it in less games. But if Travis wasn't there, he would be the favorite to win the Heisman. But they have somebody that, to me, supersedes him, and that's Travis Hunter.
So like I said, because my thing is, I believe Shedeur should have been down in New York. I believe he should have had the opportunity
over Cam.
Yeah, or bring in 5.
Yeah,
I think Shedeur with what he did
and the numbers he was putting up,
and the numbers he put up, and they claim he didn't have no line, really didn't have a running game, and he put the numbers up that he put up. He should be down in New York, not just supporting Hunter. He should be in New York as one of the favorites to win the Heisman.
True, but I'm just thinking that there's no way they was gonna have 2 Colorado Buffaloes coached by Deion Sanders.
But he's winning all the awards. Shedeur won every quarterback award that's been out there, but he's not a finalist.
It makes no sense, bro. But I'm just telling you, I think the hate is just real, that they do not want Deion Sanders to have that getting those kind of accolades at Colorado. Because before Deion got there, we didn't even know that Colorado was even in the Division I. Did you?
Yeah, I know they was in. I knew they was in the Pac-12, man. I knew that. They just sucked. They
ain't get no TV time before Deion them got there.
No.
Now every week they on TV. And now I heard Deion got the best quarterback for next year coming in, a 5-star recruit. He supposed to be the man. And Deion got him.
Yeah. Oh. He's reloading. That's why I told y'all, if y'all gonna get me, you better get me now. Because he's reloading, and people, and the crazy thing, people are coming.
and that means that the Big 12 is going to be one of those conferences we have to look at because of the draw of the Colorado Buffaloes. They're going to be the big draw for the Big 12 until Deion leaves. As long as he can recruit and get top tier talent, Colorado going to be in the running every year.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But like you're still $2 Sports Talk Show. We're here at the Booker T. Washington High School. We're at the Hive today because Booker T. Washington High School played the East Central Cardinals, two of the top Tulsa Public Schools basketball teams in the state, girls and boys. You got Coach Sammy Mack with the East Central Cardinals and Coach Carlin of the Booker T. Washington Hornets. They're playing right now. Hey, and it sounds hot and heavy up in there. They getting it in, but we need you to get into the gym today. Come right now. Support Tulsa Public Schools basketball team here at the Hive. You got the Booker T. Washington Hornets against the East Central Cardinals. All right, man. Let's talk a little bit NFL football.
Bet.
It's the Lions and the Bills this week. Right now, the Lions basically, they're on a 19-game winning streak, almost. The Bills lost against the Rams. Maybe they were looking ahead to the Lions.
Possibility.
Lions squeak one out last Thursday against the Green Bay Packers.
That was a good ball game, too.
But the Lions are for real.
Yes.
They are for real. They stayed afloat. What do you think? I told people the Bills was going to be a lot better this year. I said at the beginning of the year. Now, the year before, I said no. But this year, I said they're going to be a whole lot better. He don't have to key in on one receiver. They was trying that out last year when they stopped throwing Diggs the ball. The Bills are for real. But you got two coaches that make some stupid, dumb play calling that's going against each other. I think the winner is going to be whichever coach don't make the stupid mistake between the Bills and the Lions. Who you got this week?
I got the Lions. I just think the Lions is going to be able to run the football at Buffalo, and it's hard to stop that running attack because if they get to run the football, then Jared Goff is going to get open looks at his receivers. So unless you can stop the Lions running attack and be able to stop Swoole from pulling and getting on the outside and giving his two what do you call them, Sonic and Knuckles, good looks where they get out in the open field. Unless you can stop that, it's gonna be hard to stop the Lions. So I got the Lions.
But the thing is, this game is in a dome. It's not like it's out in the elements. So you got fast team against fast team.
Yes.
You got a quarterback and Allen, who I call Batman. People call him Superman. I call him Batman. Because he got everything he need on that utility belt. You never know what he's gonna bring out. Whatever he need to bring out, that's what he bring out to win the game.
True. I mean,
you got Cooks running a ball like crazy. Cooper has helped out a great deal. I just think the aspect of Allen makes a big difference with them. And I like the Bills over the Lions. I think it's gonna be close.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no blowout. No blowout here.
But I just think the Bills gonna edge the Lions out. I know the Lions are hungry. I know they're confident with Goff. He's been experienced. He understands leading up, going into the playoffs, and the Lions are battling, trying to compete for that number one seed in the NFC. And right now, I just think the Bills is. I think the Bills are just looking ahead last week, and I think it's gonna be interesting to see just with the Lions. The Lions can't afford to lose.
No, Because the Eagles is chomping at their legs, they ankles right now.
But speaking of Eagles, right now the Eagles are in flux.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
They're in turmoil right now.
But where did this come from?
It was there last year. The Eagles were having issues last year, and you can see it in the body language and everything else. And I told you last week. I said they changed the offense where they running the ball more. Okay. And you said, no, they ain't. No, they ain't. Yes, they did. Because reason why? Because they understood Hurts is not that man throwing the ball. So they changed the offense. So many times, if you look at that game, Hurts had wide open A.J. Brown, wide open Smith, and he didn't throw the ball. Wasn't because he was in the rush. Wasn't because the pocket was closing. He didn't see him. He didn't throw the ball. I keep telling you, they changed the offense up. And right now they're in turmoil. And if they don't get it fixed, the Philadelphia Eagles ain't going nowhere. They are not going anywhere if they don't get that fixed. Because it's going to be a cancer. And Saquon Barkley is not going to be able to carry them if they don't get that fixed.
True. I'm just baffled that a team that's as potent as the Eagles is going to tear themselves from not outside but from inside. So it's just baffling for me. A team that's as good as the Eagles and as well disciplined, and the way they are killing teams, especially in the third and fourth quarter, that they got this kind of turmoil in the building. It's just crazy to me.
It seems like it's always something.
Yes.
When you're dealing with them Philadelphia Eagles.
It's something.
That's why I say they might come. This might pull them together where they end up pulling it out and beating the Buffalo Bills. I mean, where the Eagles don't play the Bills. Eagles play the Steelers.
Yeah.
So
it's a battle of Pennsylvania.
And you go on and you playing the Steelers. Now it's not the time to have turmoil.
No.
Now it's not the time to be fighting amongst each other. You playing against this defense of the Steelers.
That is strong, that head hunts, that plays very physical football. And this kind of team will break you if you are not fundamentally sound.
Yeah, if you don't find out, and with Russell Wilson and what he's doing right now,
they're gonna be a problem. They are going to be a problem, and I hate to say it, but to me, this is probably one of Tomlin's best coaching jobs. He took two dudes that nobody wanted, that they pretty much gave them for free, and he didn't turn these two dudes into a contending football team.
But once again, he does not have a losing record. Once again this year, and I know it's hurting you right now. Right now, the score of the game between East Central Lady Cardinals and the Booker T. Washington Lady Hornets, 25-15 Booker T, 25-15 Booker T. But hey, it ain't too late for y'all to come out here. Y'all come out here to the Hive right now. Come watch some good basketball. $2 in the house broadcasting right now from here, live from the Hive. You need to come on out here. But I think the Steelers are. People want to count the Steelers out. But no. I think the Steelers are prime and ready as long as that defense is attacked and TJ Watt is healthy.
They're gonna be a problem.
Yeah, serious problem. I know it's hurting your heart to say them Steelers is gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
it's hurting your heart.
But it's a 4-team race in the AFC. To me, it's Kansas City, it's Baltimore, it's the Steelers, and Buffalo. Them the 4 teams I see in the AFC. One of them 4 is gonna come out of the bunch. Now, who coming out? We don't know.
You want to know what it remind me of with the Eagles though?
What's that?
Remember the Titans. You remember the Titans when they went to the graveyard?
Yeah.
And he said, if we don't come together as men right now, that's what the Eagles remind me of. If they don't come together
right now
as Eagles and fly, Eagles fly, they're going to get beat down.
Yes.
They going down.
Because they're a contender in the NFC. To me, the NFC is a little bit more easier. To me, it's only really two teams. Well, I'm going to say three. I'm going to say the Packers, Lions, and Eagles. That's the only three teams I can see coming out the NFC. That's going to make some. Minnesota, maybe.
But the Eagles has to
come together.
Yes. They have to come together. And right now, they on the urge of a big explosion.
I hope.
It's right there.
Yeah.
They sitting right there with the fuse getting ready to be lit. And all it takes is one match.
Yeah, to spark it.
And if something go wrong this week in Pittsburgh,
boom,
Pittsburgh game, it's going to explode.
Boom.
It's going to explode. You got Jalen Hurts sitting at the press conference, pulling a Tony Romo saying the same thing over and over again, making you say, man, will you say something angry? Will you say something crazy? Just one time.
That's my quarterback.
So, you know what I'm saying? Something. Stop being politically correct at the podium all the time. Say something. Say something that gets you angry.
Well, since we're talking about people at the podium, let's talk about these old Dallas Cowboys and Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons really looked disgusted with the game yesterday. He looked totally flustered and defeated that he actually walked off the field early against the Bengals.
Well, the thing was, what it was that he looked like this. Dude, we done stopped him. We made him punt. We blocked the punt. And we had some dude that wanted to be a hero fumble the ball back to him. And then we get on the field. And in 2 or 3 plays, they score a touchdown.
We see Chase going down the sideline untouched.
So, yeah, he's upset. He's very upset. I can appreciate about that. I can appreciate that him being upset, even though they not finna go anywhere, but he's still upset. I can appreciate that.
You appreciate that? Because that just shows that he cares?
It shows that he's something. I'm not saying he cares, but it shows that he's something.
I'm just saying, bro, you hold the Cincinnati Bengals to 20 points.
With that defense that Dallas has?
Yes. And
Bland got toasted. Chase made Bland like some burnt toast. That burnt toast like on Life.
Yeah.
Where it came out, he had to try to scrape
it off, and it still won't come. Yeah. They
tried to scrape Bland's toast, and it wouldn't come clean. And Chase said, "One more time, let's put him in the oven just a little bit longer."
14 receptions for 177 yards, and fourth quarter
and 2 touchdowns.
Less than 2 minutes. Why are we playing off coverage? Why are we playing off of that guy?
We ain't playing nothing. Why they playing off coverage?
I'm just saying. Why is you playing off coverage? That's the dude that's been killing you all game. And you play off coverage. He take a little 5 and out. You miss a tackle, and he say, "I holler at y'all. I got reservations for 6."
Do anything that happened last night with Dallas? Do any of that shock you?
No.
Look at the season. We got an owner coming out the next day, like nothing going on, like everything just hunky dory.
Yeah. But he winning, bro.
Cause he's still able to cash them paychecks and still making that money. So
yeah, he getting it in hand over fist. So he ain't tripping. But the product that he putting out on the field. How do Bubba Dub say it? Trash. Straight trash, bro. Trash. Garbage.
Are
we bougie? Garbage.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they bougie, all right. They playing very bougie right about now.
Yeah,
But
loser bougie.
we see why Cooper Rush is a backup. I keep telling people that talk about that say, "Oh, quick, I'm not," and I'm not a Dak fan.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm not a Dak fan, no worse shape, form, or fashion.
but
I take Dak over Cooper Rush today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And on Monday.
And on Monday. And again, when it's time to take a nap, I take that over Cooper Rush any day, any dollar, anytime.
He's a backup, and it's the reason he's a backup?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Backups are backups for a reason.
Yes. They supposed to come in for relief.
Unless they just coming in and being drafted like Aaron Rodgers or Jordan Love, and they just sit in the bench or
learn the system.
Like Patrick Mahomes did.
Yeah.
Hey, so you tell me. So backups are backups for a reason.
Yes. And Cooper Rush is a backup.
Yeah, Cooper Rush is a backup. He's a backup for a reason.
Stealing money.
And he's backing up. He's backing up, all right. And he was backing up last night because that junk that he threw. He threw a ball one time. I swear they must have had a gun up in the stadium because it just went dead. it was sad, man. I could have threw it further than him, man. It was sad. And my thing is, here it is. They showed their hand. This is what's crazy about it. Cincinnati showed their hand. They showed they was coming on a zero blitz.
Okay.
You tell me Dallas ain't got a hot route? They ain't got a hot audible something? They showed their hand.
And you still couldn't.
And you still threw the ball away like you was running scared, like you was seeing ghosts, like Sam Darnold. I'm like, we ain't got no hot route. We don't got no fire. We ain't got nothing.
Hey, that's McCarthy.
No, that's Cooper Rush. You should have said a quick slant, something. And then the last play, I don't know where he was going with the ball. I couldn't tell you where he was going.
When he was trying to throw to the tight end?
I know CeeDee Lamb was going to. CeeDee Lamb, this is how bad it was. CeeDee Lamb's man stopped running with CeeDee Lamb, let him go across the middle wide open because he knew Cooper Rush wasn't throwing the ball. That's how bad it is. He already knew, hey man, I'm not running across this field with him. Cooper Rush ain't been throwing the ball.
And he did.
He ain't been throwing the ball the whole second half.
Well.
And Lamb was open to see and I didn't want Lamb to be open because he was gonna hurt my fantasy game.
But he on your squad.
No, he wasn't. Yeah, he on my Dallas Cowboys squad. We ain't on my fantasy squad.
Yeah.
And
that's
him being open scoring hurt my team, even though my fantasy team lost. But still, it would have hurt my team even better. I wanted them to kick field goals. I need more field goals they kick. Better for me because I got Dallas kicker. But hey, it didn't happen anyway. But the corner stopped running. I digress. The corner stopped running with him. CeeDee Lamb jumped up and down like he had to go pee. Because he was so upset. Hey, we're at 89.9 FM. We heard the Hive. Come on out here to Booker T. Washington High School, where you got the East Central Cardinals against the Booker T. Washington Hornets. The Lady Hornets and the Lady Cardinals are playing right now. The boys will play after this game. So come on out here to the Hive. It's a packed house almost, but it's still room for you to get out here to Booker T. Washington High School. We got 8 minutes left. But hey, another good game. You got Packers Seahawks this week. I think the Packers Seahawks going to be a heck of a game.
Yes. I still think the Pack going to win.
Oh, they going to win. They're going to win.
But it's going to be. It's going to be.
I ain't in the playoffs because I think this is a 4-touchdown game for Jacobs.
Yeah.
And he on my fantasy team, but I got put out. I'm not in the playoffs, so it ain't going to do me no good.
So you've been killing the game with Josh.
I've been killing the game with Josh, dog.
Because he been averaging 2-3 touchdowns a week.
If he scored 1-yard touchdown, it give me seven points every time, and he been getting 3-4 touchdowns a game from the 1-yard line. I've been killing it. It's just them other sorry raggedy jokers that can't get no money and can't score no points.
Josh been eating because I think that what they say. He had 8 touchdowns in the last 3 games or something. So he been killing the game. So I know your fantasy points on him was 21 something points a game.
Yeah, on him.
Woo!
On him. But them other jokers I got
wasn't busted great.
Wouldn't bust a great dog. He might get 4 points. I'll get 4 points here, 5 points here. Wouldn't bust a great
you
dog.
You be getting mad. I know you be getting
man. I just said forget it, dog. You know it's bad when you lose about 1 point.
Yes.
0.5. Hey, Trey. I'll lose about 0.5. Not
a whole point.
Not a whole point.
Half a point.
0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Hey, but this week is going to be there's no college football going on this weekend.
We got Army Navy. Go Army, beat Navy.
There's no college football going on.
Go Army, beat Navy.
Once again, there's no college football going on this week.
Heisman, go Army, beat Navy.
But like I said, well, let's talk a little bit of NBA before we go off here.
Yeah.
Since we at a basketball game.
Hoop.
Let's talk a little bit of hoops right now. The Milwaukee Bucks, they trying to make a run for it. I think their Milwaukee Bucks is coming along. They got Middleton back this week. They now at a 12-11 record. They like 6th in the East.
Yeah.
The Knicks are 4th when you thought they were going to be. But you got the Orlando Magic in the East as 3rd. The Cavaliers are still up by half a point over the Boston Celtics, which I still think Boston's going to win the East. Cavaliers, they're going to come back down to earth later on down the line.
Oh, you think so? I'm just saying, bro.
Boston 65 3-pointers they shoot a game. How you shoot 65 3-pointers and you still only score 115 points?
I don't know.
They scored that by just shooting 2s.
I don't know. But that Cleveland team is dangerous. Atlanta has been winning some ball games, which is kind of impressive. But Orlando's really impressed me. Yeah, I've seen a couple of games of them.
Atlanta's in 7th place. They looking okay, but they still don't have a shot. I think if the Bucks get hot with Middleton back, he get in a rotation. I do think the Bucks has a good opportunity.
Okay.
To start moving up in the East. As long as Giannis can stay healthy, Dillard been Dame time been shooting lights out.
Yes.
So I think the Bucks is starting. I think they're starting to buy into Doc Rivers and what he's been trying to get along. And so I think they're going to come along. In the West, that's where the big toss up at. The Thunder right now they have 18-5. Grizzlies 17-8. At the top of the West is teams that you never thought would be at the top of the West. The Nuggets are 7th. The Lakers are in turmoil.
Lord I could have told you that.
I told you that. They brought the same team back 2 years in a row and expecting something different.
Yeah, no. It's just because they changed head coach.
Yeah, you change your head coach, you're going to change the team. You brought the same players that was selfish, didn't care, can't shoot, don't play no defense, and you brought them back.
And to me, the Lakers need a point guard. They need a point guard.
KD can't stay healthy. If KD can stay healthy with the Suns will be a threat. But as long as KD is not healthy,
they're going to be trash.
No, they done for.
Ja has impressed me. SGA is that guy. He is that guy. I love him to death. And he's not a big ego guy. He's not a big ego guy. And that's what I love about him the most. He's not a big ego guy. All he cares about getting the W.
Well, that whole team is the same way.
Yeah. They all cheer for each other. They don't care who's scoring the most points as long as they get the dub.
That's it.
And I like it. I like it.
And they play good hard nosed basketball. And so it's gonna be very interesting with them. And so we got it, man. That's I still think the Thunder will probably come out the West. The Warriors are trying to pick up another pick because they got to get another pick besides what they have. You got Green doing green stuff
again.
So that's
detriment to the team.
Minnesota's really not doing anything. That trade hurt them more than what they thought.
Well, without Karl Anthony Towns being gone.
Yeah, they need Towns. They need Towns big time. So
probably for his leadership.
Yeah, and the Clippers. The Clippers are the Clippers.
Yes.
Clippers are the Clippers, and they right now they
doing clip stuff.
They doing clip stuff, and you got the call still ain't back.
No,
and they gonna pay all that money for him to sit.
And Paul George done left, so now it's only two guys. So it's Harden and some nobodies.
Yeah. Well, okay. I put in the East. If Joel Embiid can come help but get healthy,
Philly going. I knew he was gonna bring up Philly
a shot.
Okay.
If Joel Embiid can get healthy. If Joel Embiid can get healthy. He just need to be healthy. Because they got the squad.
But
Joel Embiid got to be healthy.
Yes.
Bro, we let's get out here with the Hive. Come on out here to the Hive. We've been doing a remote here at Booker T. Washington High School. You got the East Central Cardinals against the Booker T. Washington Hornets. So come on out here, cheer them on. It's halftime of the girls' game. Then you got the boys' game after this. But our scripture today, before we get off here, is Matthew 6:33. But seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. All right, fellas, thank y'all for listening to the $2 Sports Talk Show. We did our remote here from the Booker T. Washington High School from the Hive. Hey, join us next week. It'll be our last show of the year next week, our last show of the year on the $2 Sports Talk Show. Peace. You bark at us.
We
love each other.
Bark back.